The Twin Valley Locker Room Show takes you inside of Clay Center Tiger baseball as we head toward the final doubleheader of the regular season and regional competition beginning next week. And we're joined by 4 of the 5 Tiger seniors, the 4 that have had a chance to be on the field this year. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves and who your parents are, and then we'll get going from there.
My name is Josh Ferguson, and my parents are Joe and Julie Ferguson.
I am Brady Glaves. I am the son of Scott and Amy Glaves.
Keagan McDonald, son of Tracy and Sean McDonald.
Tanner DeMars, the son of Brian and Sharon DeMars.
Okay, Tanner, we'll start with you. I know you guys are looking for an NCKL title. The Tigers have shared it before. They've not owned it. You have that opportunity in front of you. Was that one of the early goals for you guys in the season as you started to put those check marks up there?
Yeah, we just pretty much had 3 main goals, was to win league, host regionals, and win state.
Well, host regionals, check that off the list. Keagan, talk about the battle against Abilene that's coming up for you guys to try to finish this thing off in the league.
Yeah, they're probably one of the tougher teams in the league, so it's going to be a battle, and we have a good set of pitchers ready to go for the 2 games, so I think we'll be good to go.
Well, you've got the mic, Keagan. You had a great performance in Game 1 and senior night last night. Matched, I think, your career high in strikeouts, is what I was told. 12 strikeouts, one hit batter, the only runners in the game. Talk about that ball game and I guess some of the adrenaline maybe you dealt with going into your final. It's not your final home game, but on a senior night, it's special.
Yeah, it was fun. I was ready to go. I was pretty fired up. I was focused, and I was locating my fastball pretty well, and I give a lot of credit to Tanner for calling a great game too, and my defense played really well behind me. So, it was a fun time.
Josh, I'll let you talk about Game 2, a back and forth battle. Kind of felt like maybe going up 3-2, we're going to close that thing down. They come out with a run. You have to go to the bottom of the 7th, and you get the walk-off winner with a walk. Talk about that at bat.
Yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking. We had bases loaded, and I knew I had to get the job done, and went out there and had the take sign. I trusted my coach, and it paid off.
It did pay off for sure. Brady, you started that whole final inning with a leadoff hit, although it came after a visit on the third base line after your first swing. What did Coach talk to you about when you came back up there and got the infield single? In the last inning, you took a cut at the first pitch.
Yeah.
And then Coach called you down. What was that talk about?
He was just telling me to be smart and not swing at those bad pitches, and that I needed to get on base. And that was a big inning to finish out the game.
And again, you trusted your coach because you got on base and started the whole thing in that ball game. Let's talk about hosting regionals. We know that's done, but it's nice to have a doubleheader with Abilene leading into the weekend. I think for 2 reasons. It keeps your consistency, your momentum going, hopefully, but you also have something still to play for with that league title. What are you guys preparing for in the game on Friday? What are the things that concern you? You've talked about Abilene, or have you had a chance to do that yet?
I mean, really, we haven't had it because we were focusing on con, and this is our first practice after con, but still we're going to have to come out and play good, and we got to come away with 2 wins to get the league title, so we're going to have to play hard and beat them. So.
Josh, as you guys won that last game in walk-off fashion, were you more excited about senior night sweeping 2, or was it all about hosting regionals by that time?
Yeah, I can't wait to have a dog pile right here after we get done and win regionals. And the 2 wins that we had last night, they were awesome games, and it was fun to play. And coming away with 2 wins is always exciting. So.
Absolutely. League battle with Abilene. Keagan, let's talk about the goal has been regionals and to reach state. I guess for our listeners and viewers that maybe don't know the history of your class, you have knocked on the door and knocked on the door. And last year, of course, had it taken away maybe the best crew you guys have had in Coach Bent's career here. Can you keep things toned down and focus on getting there right now? Is that a concern for you guys?
No, I think we have a great group of guys, and they're young, but they're hard workers. I give credit to the freshmen. They start a lot of rallies for us, and I think we're ready to go. I think we're good.
Your dad calls them the Fearless Frosh. We were on the air last night, and I have to say they came through big for you again. Tanner, I want to talk a little bit about your position on this team. Positions on that you've been about everywhere this year and called back to being a. When's the last time you caught varsity level?
Varsity level, I never really caught before this year, so.
But you came. Did you feel at home? You looked at home behind the plate.
Yeah, I mean, I like catching, but I always joke with Bent that I'm not a catcher just because my brother was. But.
There you go. Center field, your favorite position? Pitcher, first base?
First base is pretty fun, even though I dropped a pop fly.
Well, you had a freshman there to help you cover that one up.
It was planned. I told Justin, I said, you can have this.
Nice job. See, that's a senior that's giving right there. Great group, guys. You are fun to watch play. I can't wait to see you get out on the field against Abilene and at regionals. The dog pile is going to be fun, and then we'll see you guys in Salina eventually, all right? Great season so far. Our Tiger seniors, Tiger baseball, and the Twin Valley Locker Room Show. The Twin Valley Locker Room Show continues with Tiger baseball, and we're joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Andy Bent, hearing your four seniors talk about this season and the goals and hosting regionals off the list, the league title still out there, and of course a trip to state. This group has been very, very focused. When we've talked, that's the one thing you mentioned, and not just one or two at a time. It seems all four collectively have kept this team going where you want it to go.
Yeah, leaders are different. You know, there's not one specific leader defined, I guess. These guys don't yell. They don't, they get on them, but it's the positive way. It's a good way. And I've had seniors before that are the rough ones, which is okay too, But these four have been focused since last year. And I think they're just hungry this year, since we didn't get their junior year.
Yeah, and that was a remarkable team you had, and I think maybe this state championship run, should it happen, can be in honor of the guys that didn't get that chance. Has that been talked about at all?
A little bit. Yeah. Well, we have some siblings, some brothers
right.
that, and they talk about coming around and watching Friday and then next week, and they're excited, but at the same time I could tell, I've talked with all four of them actually, and you can see it in their eyes, and I know it's in here. They missed out, and they know it. And, but they're happy for us, and we've had a lot of former players come and support us this year. Just love seeing it.
One of the things I've noticed watching this team is, we talk about the four seniors, but collectively, they get along. I mean, you can just tell they've got each other's back. Tanner, the pop-up, for those who might not have been here or listening, he's got a simple pop-up on infield. He's kind of approaching the grass. We're worried about him tripping. It's because it's happened. We've seen it so many times. He doesn't do that. He has it. It pops out. And here's a freshman who got called in on a scratch, by the way, to start that game. He's calmly just, and I could see the reaction from the two of them coming off the field. They seem to have each other's back, and that's not always easy when there's that many freshmen playing.
No, it starts day one with us. They know what they're coming into. We've kind of established the program now. But Coach and I, we don't have to do a lot of that work anymore. The players take care of it, the older kids, the young kids coming in, and they know they need to mold if they want to have a successful season. And they know when to have fun. They know when it's time to work. Winning's fun. So it's been pretty easy to have some fun this year.
15-3 right now, and your losses have been to really good baseball teams. To come away with that win last night that could have gone either way in Game 2 has got to give you a springboard toward Friday and toward the postseason, I would think.
Concordia is tough every year. I mean, Chase Parker going to Cloud County, he was pretty darn good on the mound for a while. Just didn't have a lot of support, and then we kind of waited him out, and then just kind of let loose. But they always have a respectable program, and you're going to get everything they have, and their record is not what their team is. They have so many athletes.
Right.
So it was. I'm very happy with sweeping them.
Yeah. Great win. This season has been fun, and I know I've told you this before, but I've told so many others, if you haven't come out to watch, do. They're a fun team to watch like we're talking about, but it's good baseball. And it seems to me, this is kind of off on a little bit of a tangent, but it seems to me we're seeing more and more good baseball spreading out across this region. It's exciting to see. Would you agree with that?
I would definitely agree with that. You can't take anybody lightly, when you play Riley's and Rock Creek, but Walmigo surprised us this year. They were down for a while, got a new coach in there, he's doing a good job, and we split with them, and they just played really good baseball. Last night was good baseball for the most part, and We know what's ahead of us. Abilene's going to be tough, and then next week it's one game. Never know.
Win it and move on, right? That is the whole deal. Coach, as always, we really appreciate the time. I'll get you back to a gorgeous day for practice. We haven't had a lot of them, so I know you want to get going. It's the Tiger Baseball on the Twin Valley Locker Room Show.